It's 6 p.m. live from central London. This is RT UK. Boris Johnson is under pressure to review the 2017 loan charge, designed to claw back tax from those who avoided it up to 20 years ago. But many believe the schemes were legitimate and now face huge tax bills. Now, Boris Johnson is under pressure to urgently review the loan charge introduced in 2017 to claw back tax from up to 20 years ago. As RT UK's Shadia Edwards-Dashty reports, the impact on people who use the tax planning schemes and are now being hit with huge bills can be devastating.
It's just ludicrous. There's no way I've got a six-figure sum hanging around that I can pay over. It's impossible without a lotto win or some miracle. There's no way that I can pay it.
It doesn't take much for people to fall into a dangerously downward spiral of debt. But imagine if you owed a six-figure sum of money that you thought you'd never have to repay. Well, that's the situation for tens of thousands of people who use a tax planning scheme, often on the advice of their employers, that they believed were legal. Funnel your cash into a trust, pay yourself a salary in the form of a loan that was never designed to be repaid, a loan that is not subject to income tax. Well, now the HMRC are trying to claw back those taxes from contractors that use the schemes, despite originally intending to recover taxes from employers, but it's having a devastating impact.
You get the brown envelopes and it's a very stressful experience. I hear people are mentally impacted by it and it's taken a tragic toll, in some cases leading people to contemplate suicide, and there are apparently cases where suicide has been taken.
HMRC typically have between 1 and 4 years to send an inquiry, ask for the underpayment of tax and close the case. But in 2017, Chancellor Philip Hammond introduced a loan charge to change those rules. All loans made under such schemes since April 1999 that are still outstanding in April 2019 are now taxed as income. The problem is, it's all in one go, which is why people like Ian are being charged a lump six-figure sum of money.
So what we're really looking at is an opportunity for HMRC to cover up the issues of the past and their failings on issuing inquiries by putting in a new piece of legislation which has retrospective effect. But the nature of the loan charge is so punitive in its effect because it takes all of those years and taxes them in 1 year. How can it possibly be regarded as fair?
While some say they've already been made penniless as a result of the loan charge, HMRC has now clarified that it will not force people to sell their homes or make them bankrupt to pay back the taxes. It also says it would allow people who are facing large bills to put in place affordable repayment plans.
HMRC has put in more resources to deal with the large numbers of scheme users who have shown an interest in settling their affairs. If a taxpayer approached HMRC with a genuine intention to settle by the 5th of April 2019 and provided the relevant information, we will make sure the taxpayer isn't disadvantaged and can still settle on the published terms.
Well, Ian says the published terms are something he could never sign up to.
There is a settlement option, but to me that's as expensive as the loan charge, and to take part in a settlement you need to sign away all your legal rights and confess that you have broken the law. I'm not prepared to do that. I feel it's tantamount to state-sponsored extortion.
Well, before taking to number 10, Boris Johnson pledged to run an independent review of the loan charge crackdown, and activists want to pin him to his word.
Live up to your word, do the full independent review, right, in public, right, with proper scrutiny and not just that of sycophantic ministers who will just go along with whatever the government line is. They're greedy for money, and so they've gone for low-hanging fruit. They go for ordinary working people. We're looking for justice.
They want every single penny. I'll fight to the end, yeah. It's the only way. I've got nothing to lose.
Shadia Edwards-Dashty, RT UK, London.